We just finished watching WWE Network's latest event, Extreme Rules. The one night of the year where things get extremely alright. Wasn't bad.
Yeah. Better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually had a match on the pre-show that we didn't get a chance to talk about because it was added last minute. But we had Andrade Cien Almas defeat Sin Cara.
Totally called it.
Yeah, I mean, he already won on SmackDown, so. Then we had Sanity defeat New Day in the tables match in the main event of the pre-show. Moving on to Extreme Rules, we had the B-Team defeat the Deleters of Worlds to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions.
You mean they beat...
Oh, because it starts with B. Yep. Kurt Angle gave Brock Lesnar an ultimatum: either show up to Raw, agree to terms, or be stripped of the Universal Championship.
Oh, dear God.
Choose being stripped, because that'd be fantastic. No more Brock Lesnar would be great.
Don't strip Brock. That's gross.
Just of the belt, not of anything else.
All right.
Finn Balor defeated Baron Corbin. We had the Bludgeon Brothers attack Team Hell No in the back, kind of putting their tag team title match in a little bit of jeopardy. Carmella retained the SmackDown Women's Championship over Asuka after some cage mishaps on the part of James Ellsworth. Shinsuke Nakamura, in quick fashion, defeated Jeff Hardy to become the new United States Champion. And then Randy Orton returned, stared down Shinsuke Nakamura, and then added insult to injury to Jeff by stomping on his nuts. Kevin Owens defeated Braun Strowman, sort of. Mostly because Braun chucked him off the top of the cage through an announce table. So yeah, Kevin won a trip to the hospital. The Bludgeon Brothers, despite a valiant effort on the behalf of Team Hell No, retained the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Bobby Lashley defeated Roman Reigns with a less than spectacular spear. Alexa Bliss, after a ton of chaos involving Natalya, Mickie James, and Ronda Rousey, retained the Women's Championship over Nia Jax. AJ Styles retained the WWE Championship over Rusev. And in the 30-minute Iron match with a score of 5-4, Dolph Ziggler is still your Intercontinental Champion. Yeah. It was, it definitely went better than I thought it was going to be. The stuff that wasn't extreme was at least
decent,
good. Some things were better than others, which was to be expected. But what did you like? What'd you like about the Extreme Rules?
What did I like? So many things. But I'm going to say right off the bat, go back and watch the predictions video, because what I liked is the fact that the end of the Iron Man match went exactly how I predicted it. Went tied, went to overtime, Drew McIntyre, and they're going to say it on Raw, I bet you. I bet you Dolph and Drew are going to say it in a promo on Raw. It's a new match, so Drew therefore was no longer banned, because he was only banned for the 30-minute Iron Man match.
Yep. Good call. Yeah, I mean, both of our predictions. My prediction of the score was I was only a fall off.
Yeah,
and you were right about Drew coming back down and causing the end of that. Yeah, no, it was. I mean, the Iron Man match was fantastic.
It was good.
I mean, Seth and Dolph put in a lot of work. Drew played his part very well,
and the crowd played their part loud.
They thought it was 30 Royal Rumbles.
Well, no, it's just one Royal Rumble where a person comes in every 60 seconds.
Ah, okay.
Which is a really fast Royal Rumble.
That's a really fast. It's a 30-ish minute Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's that's like a 1995-96 era Rumble.
Yeah, something like that. I really liked the tables match on the pre-show. There was some really good spots on both teams' parts. Sanity finally getting a win is a good thing. Just both teams showing that, not only could we have used more stipulations on the show, but I think out of the stipulation matches, I'd probably put this as my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Just because all the other ones kind of just... I mean, besides the Iron Man match, because it was an Iron Man match, it was good. But as far as, like, Extreme Rules matches and cage matches, this one had the most action, a lot of teasing, different spots, and a very satisfying end. And so congratulations to Sanity.
Yeah.
Finally proven their worth on the Smack Deezy. What'd you love?
God, I haven't heard Smack Deezy in a while.
I got it from you, man.
I know. It's been forever since I said it. I feel like I haven't said it in a long ass time.
You haven't, but I'm saying.
The love. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, did I have an absolute 100% love? Not really. No, but despite the fact that I didn't get my prediction, despite the fact that the dream did not come true, AJ Styles versus Rusev will be my love. Because it was a good match. It was a very hard-hitting match.
Yeah, they beat the hell out of each other.
You know, ending a little funky because we got the whole Aiden English not really interfering, but interfering because of the turnbuckle pad being moved.
Yeah.
But
I'm interested to see what kind of fallout comes from that.
yeah, it's not going to be good because I think they teased the idea of breaking up the Rusev Day stable initially when Lana and Rusev reunited. Everyone was adamant, don't do that. So they kind of pretended that moment never existed.
And now
this is a moment
they're causing Aiden to screw himself over.
Yeah, this is a moment where they're going to try and make it look more organic versus it being Lana going, "Ooh, yeah, why don't you drop the dead weight, Rusev?"
Yeah.
Like
now Lana can say that with
a reason.
Yeah,
like
with
justifiable
reason.
reason. I hope it doesn't happen because it's WWE shooting themselves in the foot, taking one of the most over ideas, one of the most over people, and they're going to kill it.
Yeah.
If they take away if they take away the mascot.
It's similar in the idea of, can you imagine if WWE had decided that one member of the New Day should have gone away?
Yeah.
The New Day have literally been one of the most popular acts for a little over 2 years now.
It's got to be longer than that.
Well, because they were
been around for a while.
They were New Day sucks in 2015, maybe end of 2015. So yeah, maybe we're closing in on about 3 years.
What I would like hearken it to is if they never let New Day turn heel.
Yeah.
Like, if they would have kept trying to push the babyface, goody two-shoes New Day that they were at the beginning...
Never would have worked.
Never would have gone. They kind of let him get off... Once they let him go off the cuff and get goofy, that shot them to the moon.
Yeah. So don't do it. At least not yet.
Yeah. We need to see that.
Let it run its course first.
We need to see New Day versus Rusev, Lana, and Nathan English anyways. Like,
I'm specifically looking forward to Lana versus Big E.
Yeah.
That'll be my favorite part.
What did you love?
Did
you have the love?
Strangely enough, a situation like this doesn't usually garner love for me, but I appreciated the way it turned out because of who was involved. I'm not usually a fan of very quick ending matches, but when Shinsuke, the master of the low blow, uses the low blow to his advantage to beat Jeff Hardy in about 6 seconds, I kind of love that. Because not only does that piss people off because they wanted to see an actual match between Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke, it automatically makes people want to see Jeff get his revenge on Shinsuke.
Yeah.
It gives great heel points to Shinsuke. It also ensures that we have a potential rematch on the horizon. But now we also have the interesting caveat that Randy Orton is an extreme dick by just stomping on Jeff Hardy's nuts. So now, not only did we get we got babyface points, we got heel points, and now we have a very interesting variable in the middle of it all.
Yeah.
Because I don't necessarily think that Randy Orton is siding with Shinsuke. I just think that this is Randy Orton finally giving Jeff Hardy what he thinks he deserves after the whole interruption thing that happened when Jeff moved to SmackDown.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I loved this whole situation. I thought it was another situation of everyone playing their part very well, and I think it'll be an interesting story heading into SummerSlam.
Yeah, I have an idea of why it might have happened.
Okay.
It wasn't that long before, I think, the last pay-per-view where Jeff didn't defend the IC title.
United States title.
Jeff didn't defend his belt.
Yeah. Because it was Money in the Bank.
Yeah. People were, like, at house shows and stuff, people were saying that Jeff looked like he was hurt.
Yeah, and Jeff has kind of been looking like he's hurt.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying, oh, it looks like Jeff's got a shoulder problem, something's going on, while he's feuding kind of with The Miz. So I'm wondering if this is how they're going to write him out to give him time to recoup.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if his injury's so bad he's going to need, like, big timeout, which I hope not, because
hopefully
he's good.
Yeah. Hopefully it's just kind of residual from the shoulder injury that kept him out before.
Yeah.
He just needs a little bit more, bit more time.
I hope it's just, give him a couple weeks to rest and rehab more than he needs to go get checked out and get surgery.
Yeah.
So I think, they could use that. They could use, like, legitimately a groin injury or a testicle injury angle to keep him out.
Yeah, that could work.
For a minute. Fingers crossed that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Because it really didn't make that much sense, other than what you said. But it was the demeanor of which the way Randy Orton came out makes me feel like they're flipping the coin again. And they're going to be like, oh, we want to bring heel Randy back.
Yeah, I definitely think it's heel Randy, but I think it's specifically because Jeff Hardy, upon coming to SmackDown, was stealing the thunder of Randy Orton. And so now Randy Orton's like, okay, I'll let you have your moment in your moment in the spotlight, but then as soon as it's taken away, then here I come to, here's this moment everyone should feel bad for you. Oh wait, Randy Orton's here. Oh, now they're gonna feel bad for you because I'm gonna make them feel bad for you.
Yeah,
and sadistic Randy Orton.
And I'm feeling like I hope this continues on SmackDown this week, next week, as a thing where it's like Randy's not going to pinpoint any one person in particular.
Just attack babyfaces?
Or anybody at this rate. Just have him come out during segments or the end of matches where something specific happened to end the match. Like Daniel Bryan beats somebody with a heel hook and then Randy Orton comes out and, like, stomps on their ankle. Randy Orton's just going to go and do exactly that, add insult to injury.
Okay. Just make that his motif.
Yeah.
For a little while. All right.
Just being a general douchebag.
Cool. Did you dislike anything?
Yeah. I didn't care. I didn't dislike it, but it really took the wind out of my sails about the SmackDown Tag Championship match. With the whole pre-match attack thing. I know it's a case of, well, we're bringing Team Hell No back together and everybody's super happy, and so therefore we can't put the Bludgeon Brothers over Team Hell No.
It was their second choice to Miz. Miz would have been their first choice to ruin the match, but because he was doing the baseball thing,
Yeah.
then it was like, well, we got to figure out a way for Bludgeon Brothers to really get the advantage over Team Hell No. Pre-match attack works pretty well.
You know, so I can't say that it was a dislike, but it took the wind out of the sails for me for the match.
That's fair.
Because I think it would have been a great rub for the Bludgeon Brothers if they would have actually beat them fair and square.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, my actual dislike will come on the back end of my last thing we were talking about with the Jeff Hardy thing.
Okay.
Is for me, if the angle isn't being done to take Jeff out so he can have time off for some reason, any reason, not even injury. If he's like going on a vacation or something, you know, if that's not the reason, I don't like that they cut the match short.
Yes. Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
They did, you know, it is cool, you know, sometimes to see this sort of thing happen, but I feel like if they were doing this specifically so they could make sure that the Iron Man match was going to have all the time it needed, I could have done without Finn Balor, Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad match.
But it wasn't the most exciting match.
And it's something that just didn't need to be on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like,
no, and I'll agree with you completely. If
bald jokes, vest jokes, and small guy jokes, like,
yeah,
that's what the whole feud is based around.
Yeah, if there isn't some sort of fallout or some sort of promo from Randy Orton, or even Shinsuke saying something about it, as long as they continue it on SmackDown in some form or fashion, then it'll be an okay finish, which is why I like it. But yeah, I'll quickly change my tune if there's no mention,
rhyme or reason.
Yeah, no mention of it. It's just, well, that's the thing that happened. Moving on.
Yeah, and it's not even the finish that bugs me. It's just like the idea that, you know, if I come to find out it was a time crunch.
Yeah.
That caused it.
Yeah.
Where, you know, I was really looking... This was probably the match that I was looking forward to most, aside from the Iron Man match. So that was another thing that kind of took the wind out of the sails for me for the pay-per-view as a whole.
Yeah.
And I think it did for a lot of the audience, because a lot of the audience was kind of dead after that match.
Yeah, I mean...
that, and then, you know, the cage match end spot kind of, like, took all the rest of the energy.
Yeah.
Because everybody freaked out.
Yeah.
You know, it's another, you know, it's a Hell in a Cell spot.
Yeah, it picked up again for AJ Rusev just because you have two of the most over guys in the company. But yeah, it's...
And then the crowd cared more about the clock than they did the actual match in the Iron Man match. So,
yeah.
What about you, though? You got a dislike on the card?
No. It's just a lot of stuff I didn't care about. There didn't need to be 11 matches. There didn't need to be only 4 stipulations. You really could have taken an NXT type of route here and done 6, maybe 7 matches, and had them all have stipulations, had them all be completely different, had everyone tell an actual story, and you could have had a really solid pay-per-view. But instead, you went for quantity over quality. So you get what you get.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not gonna choose to, you know, rip through the stuff that I didn't care about. I'm just, because there's no point in talking about it if I didn't give a shit about it. So, just cut your pay-per-views down a little bit. I will say this one didn't go over as much as I thought it was going to. The only reason it really went over was because of the Iron Man match.
Yeah,
because it was like 3 hours 40 minutes. So, I mean, in that respect, good job. You gave everybody else time, and then you still gave Dolph and Seth their time. But you don't need 11 matches on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's just not necessary.
It's the curse of the co-brand.
Yep. Well, yeah, because they did it at Money in the Bank, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, that's a whole other debate that we could get on, because it's a double-edged sword.
And
co-branded pay-per-views, they're trying to cram too much in.
And here's the thing:
on split-branded pay-per-views, there's just way too many of them.
Yeah, and we're gonna say it even more when we get to SummerSlam, because SummerSlam is gonna be 5 hours long.
Yeah.
So.
And greatest SummerSlam ever. Which is going to be the first ever pay-per-view from Antarctica.
That'll be after the Super Showdown
Yeah.
in Australia. But yeah, that is it.
They want to hit all 7 continents this year.
I will not be surprised. Metallica's performed on all 7 continents. So.
Yeah, it's really iffy to perform on Antarctica, though.
Metallica did it, man. WWE's hot on Metallica's trail. Anyway,
that's it. Look at Vince.
WWE versus Metallica.
No, I'm just saying it's gonna be like WWE Frostbite.
Oh, it fucking will be. It will be.
3 wrestlers are gonna die on that tour.
That's it for our Extreme Rules review. Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click those links down below.
There's so many social media links.
There's also a podcast link.
That's the one that says SoundCloud.
You get all of our regular reviews in podcast form, and
Not
there is Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable with a W, like wrestling.
Where there's the list with Kevin Hogg. There's Question of the Week with Thomas Wolf. There's unboxing. There's going to be a special unboxing video coming up very soon.
It's box versus box again.
Yeah, Battle of the Boxes.
Hasn't happened in a while.
Should be coming up probably this week, if not next week, but look forward to that. There's also punishment videos and other videos that are loosely based around wrestling. Speaking of punishment videos, Kevin Hawk lost 9-7, and so he'll be taking a shot at the Wheel of Nastiness, or the Wheel o' Nasty. We haven't come up with an official name for it, but it's going to happen. The Punishment Wheel. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
But for now, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
You know it's not on the wheel.
It also wasn't that Extreme Rules.
Yeah. Fuck Modus.